I'll have to perform 3 separate rituals.
I mean, can we help?
Yes, and anyone with mastery of time can help open the door.
No, sorry, buddy. Mastery of time would be... If anybody has any more splashing with...
Haste, slow, stop.
I got stops.
I got...
Alright.
Stops for days.
I have slow.
I got snares. Oh, I have slow.
I have stop on an item.
It's... I mean, it's been upgraded to snares, but it's technically...
Oh my.
Where did you get that?
Just asking.
So,
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I can help you out. Alright, if anyone starts bleeding, I'll be over here.
Body, sir? Alright, I'll stop on my item.
I'm sorry?
New body work?
No.
Returning?
It's, anyone have a haste?
Nope.
Humans or
You're becoming less of a goblin.
So we gotta stop and we gotta slow though, right?
Yeah, that's
All right.
Yeah, humidity isn't working.
We got another one here.
More slow.
Oh, the ritual's actually slowing down. This is counterproductive.
Why did you ask for
Why
it?
did you do that?
Let's go the other way. Wait a minute.
Time on,
Is that how
time
you-
off.
is that how you hate?
Time on,
There will be a
time
whole
off.
bunch of
It's
goblin
like
teenagers
when I
who
figured,
think you're
you know,
like
it
their
was
new
here where I
god.
learned how to get rid of vanish.
Just like time started, just to turn the dial? Turn the dial.
Variant.
I knew it from the beginning.
That whole thing where I learned how to get rid of vanish, this is where it happened. I just now learned that if I turn my hand the other way instead of stop, it's a haste.
Like wax on,
The things I learned are the thoughts of hours.
Alright, the door's open.
Woo.
Let's go kick some. Party of butt.
The stairs continue on the other side of the door, and as you reach the top, you see clouds collected at the ceiling. Stepping out to a landing, you look down into an immense cavern. In the center, a circular pool of water is perfectly still. You see several more soldiers wearing the colors of Sardia just reaching the foot of the stairs.
If you could stop, that'd be great.
How big are the clowns?
How big are the clouds?
They were clowns.
Clouds.
They were giant clowns.
Honko is not here.
Sober yet. Where are they?
It is a sizable drop. This room is large enough that it generates its own clouds.
Wow. Shall we start down the stairs then? Yeah.
Fly?
How far will the blink 20 get me?
Not far enough.
So do it like over and over again.
Shoot.
Get 7.
I got 3 flies to give out.
Alright, I'm already climbing down the stairs. I'll get there.
Anyone who makes their way... Anyone who makes...
I'm going down the stairs.
Jump for it. Yeah. Can I tumble my ass?
Sure. Alright, how are you getting down?
I'm going to try to walk down the stairs.
Alright. You're going to have to take a 1 minute count before you come into play.
Okay, I'll see you guys later.
I'm walking too.
Alright, you're going to take a 1 minute count. Alright. Tumble?
Yep.
Give me a number.
5.
You reach the bottom of the cavern.
Alright. Will tread help any?
No.
Then I'm walking.
Alright.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
I was going to fly, but I'm going to walk down. Does anybody else want to fly?
Oh, yeah, I'll fly.
Fly. Okay. Fly. Nope. I'll fly. I didn't even make it. I'll fly, Simon. I got one.
I don't recommend tumbling.
I got one.
Alright, so you 4 reach the bottom. Everybody else has to take a minute count.
This means we're not soloing this fight, or small group in this fight. Got it.
Hold for narration.
Hold.
Reaching the floor of the cavern, the Sardian soldiers already make for the pool. The air ahead of them seems to ripple like water, and an old man in gray robes appears. Holding out his hand, an hourglass appears above it, floating in the air. The soldiers' movements are suddenly slowed, all except one who charges at the old man. Theocracy soldiers are afflicted with the flaw, always slowed. Rezik is an immortal monster, represented by a cedar-shaped monster coming straight at me. Banacaro is an immortal ally. Rezik is immune to spell, sign, and magic triggers. Players may still use these effects on each other and against the soldiers, but may not use them on Rezik. 3, 2, 1, lay on.
4 hits. 3 hits. 3 hits. 3 hits. 3 hits.
Hit, heal 4.
3 hits. Talk to him, but the mom is named something that is inauspicious for that. Carol, can you talk? Right. I know it's not a good time, but I've got this hourglass.
Yes, I have several myself.
This one's special. The America's marker made it. Can you tell me what it's for?
Rezik refreshes.
Bring it. Bring it. Oops, sorry. Bring it.
There's like goblin in here.
You got me for a second there.
Some knowledge with your dying breath.
Everybody okay over here?
Sorry. Is that magic? I'm you. Oh, great.
Woo!
Thank you.
Oh.
All right. I'm about to take out the ponytail duck.
The old man moves with alarming speed, stepping back to the pool and over the still waters, not disturbing them as he moves to the center. Holding out his hand, he catches a single drop of water, and everything stops.
I'm calling you to stop. I'm going to let this happen.
Give me a second.
Players are always stopped. Monsters are always stopped. Rezik is always stopped. Unable to move, you are keenly aware when you notice someone other than Carol begins to move. Slowly at first, struggling to do so, Rezik is moving. The oarsman of ages betrays no sign of distress, extending his hand. The hourglass floats above it, turning over.
I was thinking of making a dog park school in Labrador. Is there good location? Anything you can recommend?
I beg of you a moment, just the measure of this glass. I am no soldier of arms. You will find no match in me. You test the new order of things. The 4 may not be enough, I fear. I may have grown predictable in my old age, but I have seen what is to come. Merlakram will stop you. I am as the Nexus has made me. There can be no regret. Perhaps I too shall be reborn among the chosen one day. You, however, are not of the Nexus. I have seen the moment of your creation, both here and beyond. Carol motions, and the clouds that hang overhead shift, revealing innumerable shadowy, vaguely humanoid figures, watching, unblinking. Rezik seems visibly afraid of them, taking a step back. You are what he needed you to be, a soldier, a conqueror. He is mistaken. The power of the Nexus cannot be taken by force. I have seen what is to come, as I had revealed it to Thurscythe. What was revealed persuaded the Lord of Larceny to break ties with your master, Secranus. In turn, Secranus murdered him. Pursued by the company of the Chosen, he nearly destroyed everything in his attempt to save himself. He would sacrifice you just as readily, a shadow lost in the dark. You are not of these realms, Rezik. You are not but a shadow of a shadow. You doubt my words? How does time ill affect you? My magic, enough to halt the mighty Drathenix, could not stop you. You know what creatures can withstand such magic.
No. I know what I am. I am a man. You presume to know of my birth. I have seen the birth of this universe, and I have seen its death. I have seen time run out until nothing was left. Just me. I have walked in universes with physics designed by mad men. And if I have to hold it, even the immortals accountable for allowing this beyond to exist, then so be it.
Rezik steels himself, loudly decrying the vision shown by Banacaro. Close in the distance, he stabs the oarsman of ages. The older man slumps over Rezik's shoulder. The vision overhead dissipates, and the hourglass falls. As it hits the floor, it shatters. Banacaro's form suddenly changes, turning into water. It runs off Rezik's armor and splashes to the ground at his feet. The plain gray robes fall into a heap before him. Leon, you're still always stomped.
No effect. No effect.
After Rezik takes his leave, you continue to stand there, unable to move, unable to act, frozen in time. For nearly an hour you stood, before you realized there was one thing moving in the room. Slowly, painfully so, a bead of water was forming on a stalactite above the font of hours. After what felt like an eternity, an hour after Banacaro interrupted the last drop, a new bead broke free. As it hit the surface of the pool, you felt as if a crushing weight had been lifted from you, able to breathe for the first time in an hour. As you are again able to move and look around the room, you no longer hear the sounds of combat from within the temple. Nearby, a pile of robes and the broken hourglass lay where they fell. Monsters can go back to the den. Thank you.
So about that dying breath revelation. Damn it.
I mean, we could try to find it.
This is really got to look fairly. Really bad.
Lightsaber in there?
For the record, I didn't approve this, so... Any reaction?
Sex nature?
I don't think mortal means are going to do much.
Important question. Can I take that?
Neither the robes, the hourglass, or the bodies can be moved. They are all frozen in time, eternal testament to what happened here.
You could have said that before I picked it up and folded it. Mess it up
He
again.
died in a folded pack.
Very, very organized immortal.
No one dies in a folded
Unless you want to put the hourglass back?
If it's frozen in time,
Not necessarily his. I just wanted an opinion.
Here's an opinion. We're fucked. Dude, what happens when the immortal of time dies?
The things keep moving.
I mean...
And presumably he knew it was coming.
So can I stand here and wait to catch the next one?
No.
Let it go in the mouth.
Is it weird that now all I can think of is if all the raindrops were lemon drops and dove drops?
If anybody has forecast and speak free, now's a good time to be an oracle.
I have forecast. What the fuck do I forecast? Taking suggestions?
Stop poking the dead immortal.
What?
Thank you.
It's a robe.
Oh, that's the smell you guys were trying to tell me last night. Felt dead immortal.
What is there to forecast?
That's magic.
Give me a number.
Are
joining on that 8.
I'll join on that.
The entire temple is exceptionally magical. Likely one of the more powerful magical auras you've ever seen.
Inspect secret.
On?
Pool with the dead immortal in it?
The Font of Hours?
Yeah, that.
You look into the Font of Hours.
Oh, that
Nope.
seems like a bad idea.
I've done this before. You might want to step away. Doesn't end very well. Usually.
Alright. Is there anything to forecast?
Presumably, if anyone has any divinations or augurs, this is a good place to perform them. But I believe the assessment was correct.
We're fine. I also have control, but I don't know if I mean.
I know.
I don't know
The
the
chime
It's
immortal
not
is
needed.
now just to
Yeah.
kind of confirm. You're like, hey, you're not hiding, right?
Hello?
Do-do-do-do.
Hello?
The immortal you were trying to contact cannot be reached at this time.
We're sorry,
Well
this number
said.
has been disconnected.
Wait. Is there a voicemail box? Is there a voicemail box?
Voicemail box is full.
No, you're placed in hold for eternity.
Oh, no, not the elevator music.
Your call is very important.
Carol is indisposed of. Please hold.
Please hold for the next one.
On the bright side, Resic seems, shall we say, neutral.
For now.
I was gonna go with irritated, but you're saying that
The fact that he couldn't kill us afterwards.
seems to piss him off.
Well,
Also, that revelation seemed to really startle him.
yeah.
Are they still there?
What if I explore
Okay.
That confirms.
What are you exploring?
Watchers?
around,
You think?
watchers in the wall?
Maybe.
You can explore the temple, aside from the ageless attendant and a few Bane sages.
I got a lot of
Nothing we
ideas.
didn't already suspect.
And there's no
Confirmation,
nature in
though.
here to inspect.
Not really.
Lichen?
Sure.
Commune with the lichen.
I'm gonna return home.
Inspect secret on the hour file?
That's a broken hourglass.
Brian?
All of you are stopped for about 2 minutes. What do you do, Varian?
That doesn't normally work that way. Oh. Sorry about that.
Sorry about what?
Are they aware of the fact that they're
No.
stopped for 2 minutes? Oh, excellent. Ooh, this is going to be fun. I'm not going to tell Pell. I can't. No, fuck no. How's something to do?
Well, we need to warn other people what just happened.
Yes.
So, I think we return.
Was stopped. The
I
first
heal a
thing.
separate hourglass.
Did you just like
Daylight saving
blink
time
or
has
something?
stopped. Wait, no, that would be a good thing.
Go trudge through the snow.
Yep.
Making your way out of the temple, the bodies of Bane sages and Theocracy soldiers lay where they fell. Returning to the entrance, the biting cold of a Glesmere storm greets you. It takes some time, but you manage to press through the storm and make it back to the Ciorcal. The robed figure is almost overcome by the snow again. Stepping to the center, you find yourself back in Jastry.
Alrighty.
I mean, there's a lot of dead Bane. Are there any
Like-
living Bane sages?
Yes.
Okay, good. They're not all dead. I was worried that the temple had been completely
The
wiped.
immortal and all followers.
I kick a Resic close on the way. Just cause.
Heroic dog pose.